Yo, what's going on? This your boy, Southern Cal. I'm back at y'all with another video. Real quick, before we get into this video, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Also, hit the notification bell so you will be among the first to be notified when I drop my latest YouTube content. Let's talk about it. So, I'm looking a little rough right now. It's my off day. I'm doing some work around the house real quick, so I just wanted to stop and make this video real quick. You know what I'm talking about? So we're gonna go ahead and get into it. So we have an Alabama pastor, and he's also a mayor. Was also a mayor out of Smith Station, Alabama. I think that's up by Phoenix City, the Phoenix City, Opelika area. And where he pastored the church, his name was F.L. Bubba Copeland. That's what he went by. That's what the people called him. So he pastored a congregation, he and his wife, and I think he's been doing that for the past, 6 years or somewhere up in there. Maybe even more. I'm not sure. But if I'm not mistaken, either somebody from the church or the community found something online, something very interesting about him online. And what they found online was a website where he was cross-dressing. He was like on some RuPaul type stuff. And he cross-dressed there, and it got put out. It got put out throughout the whole community. It got put out throughout the news. I mean, you know, other bloggers are talking about it. Pretty much everybody was talking about it in that area. And he got put on blast. You know, there are pictures of him online, cross-dressing. And the crazy thing about it is, you know, the man can pass for his wife's sister. Like, he looks exactly like his wife in those photos. So when he got caught for it, he got put on blast for it. He was saying that it was a stress reliever for him to do that. And he was also saying that his private life has nothing to do with his holy life. In which, man, I beg to differ on that. You know, I think that if you are a man of the cloth, your private life has everything to do with your holy life. You know, because the thing about it is, if we talking about, you know, scripture and the Bible, you know, the Apostle Paul talks about in the Bible to offer yourselves as living sacrifices, holy and acceptable unto the Lord, for this is true worship. Meaning that true worship starts when the music stops. True worship is not what you do in front of a camera. True worship is not what you do on Sunday morning, playing an instrument, playing the drums, or playing the keyboard, or playing the organ, or preaching and this and that. No, true worship is what you do behind closed doors. You get what I'm saying? Your outside life is supposed to reflect on, or it's supposed to be a reflection of what you do behind closed doors. So if you are living this way outside, but behind closed doors, you live in a totally different lifestyle, then that's not really holiness for real. You get what I'm saying? Because this way that you portray, the way that you are portraying yourself on the outside is also supposed to be how you portray yourself, you know, on the inside as well, or behind closed doors as well. You're supposed to be even holier behind closed doors or whatever, and doing the right things or whatever. You get what I'm saying? True worship comes when the public is not watching you. You know what I'm talking about? So, but in his secret life, he decided to do other things. You know, like go and create a website and cross-dress. Dress up like a woman. You know, wig, makeup, all types of stuff or whatever. And the crazy thing about it is you got many pastors out there who talk against the LGBT community and all this and that, but they're, a lot of these pastors are living secret lives. They live secret lifestyles. Trust me, I know. I've seen it. I've seen it firsthand. I've seen it, and I know what goes on behind the scenes in a lot of these churches or whatever, and with a lot of these pastors or whatever, who go in the pulpit and speak against, that community, but on the down low, what I'm talking about, they secretly on the down low, they secretly like boys. You get what I'm saying? So it's all over. It's a lot of people who are doing that. A lot of pastors are doing that. A lot of these people who are sitting in the pews next to you are doing that. They're living these double lifestyles, and it's like, it's way more common than what you think it is. You know what I'm talking about? You have pastors down, just like one pastor out of Florida who, his wife had a wife, kids, all of that, but he had an OnlyFans. Well, not him, but I guess the dude who he was fooling around with, was on OnlyFans getting it in. And this is a well-known pastor. You get what I'm saying? So it happens a lot. These things happen quite often. It's way more common than what we think it is. So not only was this guy a pastor, but this guy was also a mayor. And so I guess this past Wednesday night, he addressed his congregation about it. And, he was saying that, pretty much apologizing to them for, him being exposed on what he does in his private life. And he read Psalms 23 to them, and he decided to exit stage left after that, because, and what I mean by exit stage left, meaning that, after when I was reading on it, 2 days later, he committed suicide. Unfortunately, he committed suicide. He couldn't take the backlash that came with him being put on blast. He couldn't take, the stones. He couldn't take, people talking and speaking against him. He couldn't take what the public and what the media was saying about him. He couldn't take it. So he decided to unalive himself. Which is unfortunate or whatever. It's very unfortunate. We all, to my life, we all human beings or whatever, and we got people who love us. So, but he decided to off himself. He had a pistol. He was riding his truck, had a pistol, and I'm guessing the police was looking for him on something. And when he I guess when the police pulled him over, he got out and he showed him a pistol, and then he killed himself. He shot himself. So it's a sad thing. But my thing is this right here. I don't have nothing against gay people at all. Do I live that lifestyle or support that lifestyle? No, I don't. Me personally, I don't. I'm a heterosexual man. I'm very proud of it. I shouted from the rooftops, I love women. That's just how I am. I am very much attracted to women. I love women. I was born by the cooch, and I'll happily die by the cooch. That's just how I feel about it. That's just how I roll. But my thing is, if this is what you like, my thing is, come out and live your truth. Come out and live your truth and stop trying to hide it. It's more acceptable these days. So these days you have a whole community who will accept you because of it. So come out, live your truth. be, you know what I'm saying, be you. You know, so I think that personally, when he said it was a stress reliever, but I just personally think that that's just something that he wanted to be. I think this is something that he was transitioning into, you know, that he was transitioning from going from a man to being, you know, a transformer, a transmission. So, but that's my thing, you know, just, you know, live your truth, man. You know, stop pretending. If this is what you like, then just live that. You don't have to pretend to be one thing in public, but then, you know, behind closed doors, you doing the complete opposite. You don't have to do that. Excuse me, y'all. That's my neighbor. My neighbor's mowing his lawn right now. But but you know, you don't have to do the complete opposite of what's, you know what I'm talking about, of what you are, you know, of what you are pretending to be. You don't have to do the complete opposite. You know what I'm saying? You just live your truth, man, and be who you are. You get what I'm saying? You ain't got to fake nothing, man, because these days it's more acceptable these days. So my condolences to his wife, my condolences to his family. But this is what we deal with. And men, it's a lot hard on us as men. I get it, men. It's a lot hard when you out here trying to date. You out here trying to get you somebody. You go on these websites and you look at these women. And then, you know what I'm saying, these people who you think, are women. You get what I'm saying? I'll tell you about a situation that I dealt with one time. When I first started a job, I was living in South Florida, and I first started a job with Sam's Club, and I saw this chick, man, and I'm just like, you know, I wasn't trying to get with the chick or nothing. No, I'm talking about, but did I check her out? Did I check her out? Yeah. I'm like, yeah, she nice or whatever. But then, you know what I'm saying, I left it alone. That was it. So one night when I was waiting on a ride home, I had another dude standing out there with me waiting on his ride too. And then this chick just happened to drive up and go inside the store or whatever. She wasn't working that night. She was off that night. But she just had to drive, just so happened to drive up and go inside the store or whatever. So the dude who was waiting on his ride next to me, he was like, "Oh yeah, man, I see you. Man, I see you looking at that, man. I see you looking, man. I see you, you know what I'm saying?" He's like, man, hey, bro, don't do that though, bro. He said, man, I'm telling you, man, you don't even want to get involved with that there, bro. And he never told me why. But he was like, man, bro, you don't even want to get involved with that right there, bro. And so I'm just looking at him like, bro, you acting like I'm just drooling over this shit. Like I'm just trying to holler at this chick. Like, no, all I did was look at her. You know what I'm saying? So I gave him that, you know, I gave him that crazy look like, bro, I ain't trying to holler at this chick, man. You know what I'm saying? So I never knew what he meant by it because he never explained it to me what he meant by it. So I would say about a week later, we were all at work. Me and my homeboy was walking together. My coworker was walking together, and so the chick passed by us. And my homeboy and the chick started just like talking trash to each other, just, you know, playing around. So I stayed quiet, you know, to mine. After we passed by, after we passed by her, he just, you know what I'm saying, he just turned his head to me, and you know, to mine looked at me. He said, "Hey, bro, you know that's a dude, right?" I said, "That's a dude." He said, "Yeah, that's a man." I said, "Man, get the hell out of here, man. Please get the hell out of here." He said, bro, I'm telling you, man, that's a dude, man. That's a whole dude right there, man. That ain't no woman for real. That's a whole dude. I said, oh, hell no. I said, you know what, man? Last week I was outside with this other dude, and this dude told me that I ain't want to get involved with that. And it didn't make sense to me, but now it does. It does make sense to me. That's what he was talking about. This is why he was warning me that, man, that's really a dude. Because this dude looks so much like a female that you couldn't even tell for real. Like, you couldn't even really tell that this was really a dude for real. And so I'm just like, wow, just imagine if I would have started talking to him, you know what I'm talking about, and we chilled out, you know what I'm saying, then, you know what I'm saying, I would have came to find out that this was a dude. You know what I'm talking about? So this is why I say, you know, as men, we have to be very, very careful, man, because we don't know for real, because these men can dress up like women and they look exactly like women, bruh. They look exactly like women, and to the point to where we cannot tell the difference. So this is why it's hard on a lot of us as men. You know, when we go on these, you know what I'm saying, when men go on these dating websites and, you know, this and that, and they see these females or whatever, and then they meet these females, they start talking to these females, hanging out with these females, and then, you know what I'm talking about, when you get ready to go to the next step, and you about to know, so you think you about to get some, then next thing you know, you see a big old log come out. You know what I'm talking about? You pull the drawers down and see a big old log come out. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. And this is how people end up getting killed. You know what I'm talking about? Because, man, I don't live that type of lifestyle, man, and you could have told me that you was really a dude for real. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's hard to tell, though, with a lot of men, though, for real. So, yeah, and the way that this dude here was dressing up, you know what I'm talking about? Like, it was hard to tell. You know what I'm talking about? If you would have never known that this was a dude, then you would have thought that he was really a woman for real. You know what I'm talking about? So this is a crazy story, man. But again, he committed suicide a couple of days, about 2 or 3 days ago. And because he couldn't handle the backlash of what was going on and how he was being talked about. So I said condolences to his wife, condolences to his family. But you gotta live your truth, man. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Don't be pretending for nothing, man. If this is what you want to do, then go ahead and do it. You ain't got to be behind closed doors with it. You ain't got to hide it or pretend to be somebody else. We can respect you guys more if y'all was just real about it. And know somebody had said that, hey, this is what I do. Because this dude, he was on some straight RuPaul type stuff, man. This is crazy, man. This is crazy, bro. But anyways, man, y'all drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about this, man. Let me know what y'all feel about this, man. If y'all got any stories that y'all got to tell, man, just let me know what y'all think about this situation, man. And what y'all feel, you know, what y'all feel is going on or whatever. And yeah, so once again, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. And if you're feeling generous and you like what you see, you want to continue to help this channel grow, then, you know, Cash App right there. It's right there. You know what I mean? You want to make a small donation? Cash App right there. All right? So I'm going to get back to work. You know, I'm going to get back to doing some work around the house or whatever. And this your boy Southern Cal. Gone.